Hi, I'm Dan Schmitt. This is Team Chicago Challenge. We're in McHenry County Fairgrounds at the end of the day. The day turned out to be beautiful. It was a little cool this morning, a little overcast. But this is a Walneck swap meet. I tell everybody, if you want to know everything there is to know about motorcycles, there's nothing like a swap meet to learn. So we're going to show a little bit of the footage from Walneck swap. A great crowd. This is always the biggest one of the year. And then we're going to run to Jennings, Florida. We're jumping back to 2008. We raced at Jennings, Florida, Jennings GP track. It was North Florida, and then they changed to Jennings. We're right on the border with Georgia. And this is the world famous Gator cam footage. But it's a great race. I'm going to show you the footage from the race, and then you're going to see a little bit of the Gator cam. And I think you'll enjoy the show. I had big fun racing down there. Nothing like racing with WERA, Western Eastern Road Race Association, America's road race leader, and getting to run the National Endurance Series. It always was great. So don't forget my email, teamdan45@gmail.com, and let me know what you think of this clip. There's always been something magical about the swap meets at Woodstock. As far back as I can remember, there's been motorcycle swap meets at the McHenry County Fairgrounds. As we look at the parking lot, you can see hundreds and hundreds of folks showed up to sell, and hundreds and close to maybe 1,000 folks showed up to make purchases, look for parts to finish their projects, to get their bikes ready and on the road. And it's always a great opportunity, especially for me, to meet my friends from the motorcycle racing community and just folks that I know from motorcycles. And now we're going to head to Jennings GP track in North Florida. Welcome to Jennings GP road course. This is round 3 of the Bridgestone WERA National Endurance Series. As the teams take the warm-up lap, we are getting ready for the start of this 6-hour National Endurance Jennings GP. The teams have come to take the challenge of this 2-mile road course. As we see 13 go by, that's Brand X, and they are running second place in that heavyweight superbike class. Wait for the green flag to start the 6-hour National Endurance. And it's Trey Beatty taking the jump on the WERA Suzuki 1000. Trey Beatty leads the pack as they head down the back chute. Now heading towards turn 10, it is Trey Beatty on the WERA Suzuki Nielsen Enterprise. They are leading the points overall at this point in the season. Right there is Wyco Racing. Right behind Wyco is TVR 131 on the R1 Yamaha. Looks like Mousebox is at 303, or is that Willow Racing running in 4th place? Mousebox is 884, Willow is 303. Heading down the front chute, it is still WERA Suzuki up front. Second place is in second place, jogs around. Looks like 13 is on the move. That is Brand X. 13, 131 is TVR. As we see Trey Beatty on the WERA American Suzuki Nielsen Enterprise Guantana. Second place is still TVR. Third place looks like it went back to TVR 131. Check that, 132, 882. They are scrambling. As we see Josh Schmitt on the Team Chicago 4 and 6 prepared Yamaha dealers. Josh is running a good solid race, running about 7th or 8th place right now on the racetrack. But Trey Beatty is stretching a comfortable lead at this point. And as the bikes come through turn 11 and head through 12, Earlier, I had a chance to talk to some of the riders. Let's head back into the pits and listen to the comments.
Cale Swagger with Ghetto Customs here with my two teammates. We got Russell Stoddard and Tim Birdsong here this weekend at Jennings, and gonna have a pretty day. Hopefully a top 5 overall. We're missing a rider. We're down Chris Parrish, but that's all right. We can step it up and pull this together.
Hi, I'm Trig Westby. I'm with Dalkey Racing Motorsports. My son Dane rides on one of the bikes, and it's been a real pleasure to be with them. They take care of their stuff real well, and the bikes are set up good, and we're hoping to do real well this year.
Hi, my name's Tim Hunt. I'm with Mousebox Racing. We're at Jennings, great racetrack. Probably going to be a little slick since it rained yesterday, but I think we're going to have a good race.
Rich Smithmore, Team Chicago. Looking for a good weekend down here at Jennings. Weather's cleared up. Rainy practice day yesterday, but today we should be good to go. Bike's good. Temperature is perfect. Good competition. Looking forward to a fun weekend.
Hey, Chuck Ivey here, Team Velocity Racing. We got TVR 136, 131, and today only we're going to do TVR 132. Didn't get much practice yesterday. The monsoon came in, rained us all out. So this 30-minute session this morning is all we're going to get. You know, we're here. The sun's out today. We're having fun.
My name is Jared Willow, team owner of Willow Motorsports. We're on 600 Super Stock, and like the track a lot. Been here before just a long time ago, but plan on coming out. We didn't come this way to lose, that's for sure.
Hi, Phil Cottle, racing with Ridge Racing this weekend, Jennings, Florida. Racing last couple years was 5150 racing, heavyweight class, and Ridge guys were nice enough to let me ride their 2008 ZX10 this year. So looks like a really nice bike, handles great power. So we're just going to go out in 6 hour and Florida heat and try to survive it, see how we end up at the end.
JB from Team Zyvax. I tell you, running Jennings can be really tough. The biggest thing you have to worry about here is tire wear. It happens really fast and really high at this track, so tire management is going to be really important here today.
Well, as we come back to the racing action and towards the top of the first hour, up front, it is Vezra Suzuki. Phil Caldwell comes by, and yet Ridge Racing, number 47, they got the new Kawasaki ZX10. Phil's in the pits now. It is TVR, I believe this is TVR 131. This slow pit stop has dropped them back to 13th place. They are tearing up those Pirelli tires. But currently it is Vezra Suzuki up front, second place at the top of the first hour. Mousebox Racing is now running in second place. Brand X is running in third place. Delkey Motorsport 2, the number 5 bike, is running in fourth place as we see that second place team. This is Mousebox Racing 884. They are also on a Yamaha R6. Fifth place is Willow Racing. Zyvex is running in 6th. Wyco is running 7th. As we see that battle on the track, 16 is Wyco Racing on the Suzuki. 771 is Zyvex, and they are Yamaha mounted. This battle goes on in middleweight superbike class. Coming by now is Josh Smithmore in the Team Chicago 4 and 6 prepared Yamaha. Fifth place is Willow Racing. Zyvex is running in 6th. Wyco is running 7th. But Josh is heading back into the pits, and it's going to be my time to take over as I get ready to do battle at Jennings GP. And as I fire up the engine and head out of the pits, let's take a look at Jennings GP. 14 corners. First corner is a fast left-hander. You do a couple downshifts coming into this corner. Get back on the gas. Then you got this kink coming up. You do an upshift. Before you go through the kink, that's right here. Continue to the left, and now you're on the back chute. Now the back chute, it's a succession of 3 left-hand corners, brings you into turn 4 where you do 2 downshifts, take you into turn 5, the sweeping left-hander. So you only have that right-hand slow area. Coming by, it looks like Wyco Racing and Brand X goes sneaking by as I go through 8, which is another left-hander. Now in right-hand, turn 9.
That leads you into turn 10. You're running all this in the same gear, probably around third gear. Then you do a short upshift here to fourth and keep it tight in here, and you can start rolling on the throttle again. One shift into the kink, and then one downshift to get into turn 13, I believe. Swing it wide, keep it wide, keep it wide, go all the way to the edge of the track, but stay on the gas, and now you're through turn 14 and down the front chute, one more shift up. Comes in for a pit stop. They're going to take on a rear tire, take on some fuel. Let's watch them. They have finally improved their rear tire changes. Look at this. They're doing it like a precise clock. What clock worked, what worked, but they are running seriously in that middleweight superbike class, and you can have all the trick stuff to change your tires. As we see 884 come by one more time, they are still in second place, battling with Brand X and Delgay Motorsport at this point in the race. Right in front of me, this is Schmitt on that Delgay Motorsport. I believe this is bike number 5, Delgay Motorsport 2. It looks like he's struggling with shifting. I am flying out there. I am running hard. I am going to try to get by Schmitt. This would really make my day, no doubt about it. Keep it wide, keep it wide, keep it wide. Do that short shift. Now drag it down low, low, low. Get on the gas, get on the gas. Run goes just a little bit wide. I get the line to the kink. That is what it's all about, believe me. Like I say, if you're not passing the guy in front of you, there's somebody ready to pass you. Jennings GP, the WERA National Endurance Series, Bridgestone tires, WERA National. Flashing by now and running a great race. Number 16, that's WERA Racing. WERA Racing is running in third place at this point. That's Russell Luke Wyko, joined by Ryan O'Donnell. They're on that Suzuki 600, leading the race. Vezra Suzuki, as we see John Jacoby come flashing by. On that Vezra, American Suzuki, Nielsen Enterprise, 1000 Suzuki. As we see 919 exiting the pit, 919 is Dark Knight Racing. They're out of North Carolina, sponsored by EVS, Silkeling, Gelfer, Lockhart Phillips, USA, and Ellipse Design. 884 goes flashing by. That is mouseboxracing.com, mouseboxracing.com. 3 hours down as we see Phil Caldwell on that Ridge Racing Kawasaki, brand new Kawasaki 1000. Is Vezra Suzuki, Brand X, WERA Racing. As we see Willow passing Honda. Willow's 303 and they're passing Honda. Honda's 750. That's the Honda team out of Marysville. Willow is on the Yamaha and they're running in 6th place. Well, coming in the pits now, Phil Caldwell on that Ridge Racing Kawasaki. As you can see, this is a brand new Kawasaki. He's had a 1000, ZX 1000. Making this pit stop, changing rear wheel. They are running middleweight, check that, heavyweight, super stock, so they cannot put any trick changing stuff on. So this is basically stock stuff, stock axle, stock nuts, putting the chain in place, making a nice clean pit stop. The guys out of Pennsylvania, what a great team, having big fun coming down here to Florida. They are sponsored by Ridge Racing, Pirelli, Kawasaki, and Vezra. They're out of Elizabethtown, Pennsylvania, and that brand new Kawasaki. As we see Bradley Bumgardner jumping on and going out to do battle. 4th hour racing, Ghetto Customs is charged up to 4th place. That's 419 there on that SV 650 Ghetto Customs. They are leading that lightweight superbike class. Up front, Vezra is still leading the race. Vezra Suzuki is still up front. and they've got a 2-lap advantage over second place, which is Brand X on the Yamaha. Third place is WERA Racing. As we see, 303 one more time. 303 has moved to 5th place. Mousebox has jumped to 4th place. That is the middleweight super stock battle right now, is Mousebox, Willow, and Delke, who's running in 6th place. 92 is Psychospace.com, and they're just having fun out there racing because Brand X just went by. That is 13. They are running 2nd place on that R1 Yamaha. In the pits now, yep, that is Ghetto Custom. They are leading that lightweight superbike class. They're having a great race, no doubt about it. As we're waiting for number 5, Delke Motorsport, number 2, to come out of the pits. And with 4 hours of racing in, the top 5 is Vesra, Brand X, Wyco, Mousebox Racing, Willow Motorsport, and then Delke, the number 7 bike. The number 5 bike is in 11th place. As I wait for Josh Schmitt to bring the Team Chicago R6 back in the pits. It's going to be my time to go ride the challenge, this 2-mile road course. Jennings, GP, got a great crew. Get the gas on. We're ready to fly. It's my time to do battle. And let's take a look at Jennings, Florida, as I head into the first corner. Ahead of me, that is TVR and the R1 Yamaha, TVR 131. We go through the kink that heads to the back straight, and this is 2 or 3 left-handers, but you make it straight, shift up. I go all the way to 6th, throw 1 quick downshift, throw a couple more downshifts here, running into turn 5, but you keep it wide, stay on the gas, stay wide out of the corner. I do another downshift here as I approach 6. That is Delke Motorsport. Just going by. Whoa, 92 Psychospace Racing just comes, barely gets by me. So I head into turn 9 and back to turn 10 where you stay wide for 10. It's 13, Brand X on that Yamaha R1 comes out of the pits, making a pit stop. They are currently running in 2nd place overall. It is Vespa, Brand X. Wyco is still running 3rd, and they are still leading that middleweight superbike class. Let's jump ahead as I am now chasing after. It looks like Team Honda up there on that 600 Honda flashing by. That is Brand X. Brand X is getting by on that R1 Yamaha. Brand X on that Yamaha, 13x.com. But I'm right behind the Honda boys here. The Honda team, HMR, is engineers out of Marysville. They've got a club. They come make the races. It's a great organization coming out of Honda, financed by Honda. What a great bunch of guys. They are sponsored by Votex, Dunlop, Hot Bodies, and Pitbull. They're out of Ohio. These are engineers that work in Marysville, Ohio. As we head on to the front straightaway one more time. The Honda crew, what a great bunch of guys. As I go flashing by. Big fun at Jennings GP, Jennings, Florida. The first exit in Florida off Interstate 75. In the pits now, that is Wyco Racing. They're going to do a front tire change and rear tire change. Take on fuel. They are running in that check that middleweight superbike class. They have all the trick stuff to do quick tire changes. As we see Luther working on the front tire with his son Luke. It looks like Luke is going to be getting on the bike when they're done with this tire change. Quickly running middleweight superbike, they can have the trick stuff to do tires compared to running middleweight super stock like Team Chicago. Wyco Racing is running in 3rd place. They are leading middleweight super stock class on that Pirelli Regina M4 Motul Motion Pro, and they are out of Huntsville, Alabama. As I head on to the front straightaway one more time, the Team Chicago, 4 and 6 prepared Yamaha dealers. R6 is running great. As I head into first corner, get on the gas. Like I said, I am running the fastest laps I've ever run here. Not record setting by any standard, but for me, as long as I'm going faster than the year before, I am coming back and having a great time running the WERA National. As I head down back straightaway, one quick downshift. Flip it over for turn 4. What's that on the track? Someone lose a tire? What? Whoa, 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 whoa! Was that a tire strip? No! Ha ha! I think that's an alligator on the racetrack. We are in Florida, and there's an alligator looking right at me as we slow it down. Woo! Let's slow it down a little bit more. Let's see if he takes a little bit of a snap at me as I go by on the Team Chicago R6. He looks up, sees the bike, opens up his yap. Boy, that's a first for Team Chicago. Boy, I'm in shock as I continue on. I'm not even back on the gas. I'm like, what was that? Woo! Jennings GP. Well, I've seen deer near the racetrack. I've seen turtles at Groton Raceway, but I've never seen an alligator on a racetrack as I turn through turn 9 over to turn 10. What a day. Head out of turn 11 over to the kink. Blasted by now is Mark Young. Mark Young on that Vezra Suzuki. Vezra is leading. They're leading at this point, but all big fun must come to an end sometime. With 1/2 hour left in the race, I head back into the pits and get ready to change over, turn it back over to Josh Schmitt, take on some fuel. Let's check out this pit stop.
25 minutes. Holy smoly.
And as I tell Josh, you take it easy on that rear tire. 5 hours of racing. It is Vezra Brand X, as we see Brand X and Delke Motorsport number 7 do battle. After 5 hours, it is Vezra Suzuki, Brand X, Wyco Racing, Willow Motorsports, Delke Motorsports, and Mouse Box Racing is running in 6th place. And as we get into the last few minutes of the race, we're looking at 131, that's TVR 131. They are running in 7th place, and that R1 Yamaha, and they are leading that heavyweight super stock class. 884, that's mouseboxracing.com. They're in 6th place. They're in 3rd place in the middleweight super stock class. As we see Ghetto Customs go flashing by. Ghetto Customs winning again in that lightweight superbike class, and they're running in 10th place overall at this point as we get near the end of this 6 hours at Jennings GP. Josh Schmitt battling with Dark Knight Racing. As we see 303 is Willow Motorsport running in 5th place. They're battling with Zyvex 771. That's running in 8th place. Willow Motorsports is running 2nd in the middleweight super stock class, where Zyvex is running 2nd place in the middleweight superbike class. 16, great story, running 3rd overall and picking up a win in that middleweight super bike class. That is Wyco Racing, number 16, a family affair. 13 comes flashing by. That is Brand X, and they're running 2nd place overall, 2nd place in that heavyweight superbike class. Vezra Suzuki, what a story. Trey Beatty's back on the bike, the ride it to victory. Vezra Suzuki picking up their 3rd win of the year as they get by 884. 884 is at Mouse Box Racing. And as Chuck gets ready to throw the checkered flag, In the overall points, it is Vesper Suzuki. Brand X is second. Wyco Racing is third. Fourth is Mousebox Racing. TVR 131 is fifth. Delke Motorsport number 7 is sixth. TVR 136 is seventh. Ghetto Customs 8th place in the overall. Delke Motorsports number 5 is 9th. And Willow Motorsports is 10th. The checkered flag flies for Vestra, picking up their third win. Waco picking up the win in the middleweight super bike class. Delke Motorsport picking up the win in the middleweight super stock class. TVR 131 finishing 7th, and they pick up the win in the heavyweight super stock class. And Ghetto Customs finishing 10th. They go on and pick up the win in the lightweight super bike class.
For more information about WERA, Western Eastern Road Race Association, America's road race leader, it's WERA.com. On Facebook, go to WERA Motorcycle Road Racing. For Jennings GP, it's JenningsGP.com for more info. Music for the show provided in part by Engine, Mike Preetz, Intrigue, and Travesty, and all this music recorded at Fireside Studios, Westchester, Illinois. The Gator and I survived the incident, and I had a great time racing at Jennings. To contact me, and I love to hear from my audience, is teamdan45@gmail.com. Remember, you can always search on YouTube with Dan Schmitt Motorcycle Racing for great motorcycle racing action, Dan Schmitt Politics, to learn what makes America great. And I highly encourage you to visit the World of Motorcycle Museum there in Winamac, Indiana, 4 miles south of North Judson on Indiana Highway 39. But give them a call first at 574-896-3172. It's a great trip, a great collection of motorcycles, and you can buy your Harley-Davidsons and Yamahas at Kirstein Psycho Sales. If you want to pick up your copy of the Team Chicago History Package, go to Rich's Yamaha in Lockport, Illinois. But give them a call first at 815-838-8130. Their website is richesyamaha.com. Pick up your copy of the Team Chicago History Package. If you want to learn everything there is to know about motorcycles, there is nothing like going to a swap meet. Here's a few dates coming up. You got Morris, Illinois, Woodstock, Oregon, Illinois at the Rock River Riders Club Grounds, and Shepherdsville, Kentucky. Remember, WalneckSwap.com, WalneckSwap.com.